Right, hello, and the big question that I've been asking myself the past week or so is what on earth has happened to the Malaysia Airlines 777? So, as you all probably know, MH Flight 370 disappeared off the coast of Malaysia 16 days ago, and yet still the most experienced investigators cannot locate any piece of wreckage whatsoever from the aircraft, so not even the smallest fragment. And that just proves that this is a big mystery in aviation, and probably, in my opinion, will not be solved for another couple of years or so. So that's just my prediction. So anyways, I'm sure you've read in various news articles about these rumors going around that a couple of satellite photos were taken a couple of days ago of a couple of pieces of debris floating in the ocean that are around 22 meters long and 13 meters across, something like that. And of course, there's the more popular ones, about possible hijacking or possible pilot suicide. And these are all possibilities since, like, I'm sure you all know that in the past 20 years there have been quite a few cases of pilot suicide, and Silk Air Flight 185 in 1997 is a good example of that. And although it hasn't been officially concluded that it was pilot suicide, I'm sure if you reviewed all the evidence that was gathered during that investigation, you'd come to conclude that that accident, well, not accident, sorry, that crash was a physical act and not an accident. So anyway, getting back to the Malaysia Airlines crash, I'm just gonna tell all of you guys what I think happened. So I don't necessarily think that this is a terrorist attack, because I think that because like nowadays it's very hard to sort of gain access to the cockpit unless you know the code to the door, because like nowadays the doors are like fitted with all these very powerful, very strong bolts and locks and stuff. So it's like unless you have like an AK-47 to gun the door down, you're not really going to get through to the pilot. So I don't think terrorism is a cause of this crash. And now pilot suicide. I don't think the reason I don't think this crash was a pilot suicide is because I don't think many people in this world have the heart to sort of crash their own airliner into the sea or land, taking 238 innocent people with you. I mean, I don't think many people in the world have the heart to do that, and so that's why I don't think that pilot suicide was the cause of the crash here. So what I think happened was the flight was well in mid-flight. The aircraft experienced some sort of fuselage breach. So, for example, the cargo door could have blown off, or maybe the aircraft experienced some sort of what do you call it? Some sort of weakness in the fuselage, or I don't know, but either of those are possibilities. And so anyway, yes, so fuselage breach, and what I think happened was after the fuselage breach, because I'm sure you all know that the plane before the transponder turned off, it sort of turned around and started heading in the opposite direction. I think that's either because the captain turned his plane around to try to head for the nearest airport and land his plane safely, or alternatively, the breach sort of forced the plane into that position, because like of course once there's a breach the plane's not gonna continue on course, it's gonna go off course because there's a damage, because the plane's damaged. So so yes, and I'm sure you all know that none of the crew ever sort of notified air traffic control, ATC, of any sort of emergency. So I think the reason to that is probably they were sort of too busy trying to fix the problem, because maybe the breach was really bad and they sort of need both hands to keep the plane up or something. So I think that's why they didn't radio ATC, because like they're too busy, and they were too focused on saving their plane and trying to keep it in the air, rather than and sort of radio air traffic control later after they got the situation under control. So I think that's why they didn't notify them. And then after that, after the plane turned back and started heading in the opposite direction, I think because after that the transponder turned off, and ATC had no more contact, couldn't make visual contact with the aircraft on their radar. And I think that the reason behind that was that simply the aircraft disintegrated in midair due to its fatal, catastrophic, uh, damages to the fuselage. So yes, fuselage breach, plane turned around either to head back to the nearest airport or was put in that position by the breach, and then when it disappeared off radar, that's when the aircraft broke up in midair, and that's the last we ever saw or heard of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. So that's what I think happened on that fateful day. You're very welcome to let me down in the comments below. Let me know down in the comments below um, what you think happened to the plane, and sort of if you think my theory of what happened is correct, and of course I'll leave my link to my Twitter page down below, and you can tweet it on there, and I'll also leave a link to my Facebook page if you want to have a look at that. Um, and yes, I'd appreciate your feedback, because I'm really interested in aviation, so I'd be interested to know what you think happened, and if you think that if you think that my sort of theory is sort of believable and sort of possible. So I'd like to know that. So I'd appreciate it. So yes, I'm sorry if I'm a bit sorry if I seem a bit rushed. I'm just like really because I've actually been trying to make this video for the past 2 days, and it's like really tiring. So finally I managed to do it, and I'm just happy for that. I hope you appreciate the effort I put into making this video, and to make up for the video that didn't go up, which was supposed to be this one last Saturday, because I wanted to go up last Saturday. To make up for that, I'll try to post a new video about something like Liverpool or something else this Wednesday. I'll try for that. I'll do my best to get a video up by then. So yes, thank you for watching this video. I hope you found it interesting and informative. And yes, let's hope that the mystery of MH flight 3037, sorry, let's hope the mystery of Malaysia Airlines flight 370, let's hope it's solved soon. Let's hope they do find the plane, and let's hope that all the families, all the relatives of the people on board can finally understand what happened on the plane that day. So yes, I'll see you hopefully on Wednesday. Alright, see ya.